darkness, my old friend.
Greetings and welcome to Old Drunken Discography, where all friends, fans come together to BS, argue, occasionally agree, and discuss musical artists. I'm your host, Jason. Your other host is Tim.
Hashtag help me, Rhonda.
And your other host is Bill.
I don't think I'm on bottom anymore.
You're in the middle. I forgot to change it. Damn it.
Ooh.
Tim's just going bottom tonight. We're talking Simon and Garfunkel. This is the third in the series. We sort us by playlist. You can see all our bands that we've covered in a nice little playlist there. You can click Simon and Garfunkel, watch all these in a row. Bill brought us this one, and we are now on dried mustard, paprika, cumin, and
cayenne. Okay.
yeah, and cayenne.
Go back and watch our Red Hot Chili Peppers videos. Hold up.
Oh man. Do I need to start off this album?
Yeah, you can.
I don't know. Are you going to the Scarborough Fair?
Absolutely. Let me be very clear. That is easily top song contender and one of my favorite songs of all time.
So no number 5 through 4 or 5 through 2 to use that one. That's what that sounds like.
Let's say that's the other thing I will just also note on this one. Jason, it's your turn to pick, so I'll throw you the lowest ball you could ever get. There isn't a single track on this album that is not a top song contender for me. For me, this is one of my favorite albums of all time. And yeah, just going through it, just reminding me the reason why. Scarborough Fair, starting with that. I love the tone on it. Just how they do the vocals, the harmony is fantastic on it. I just love every second of that song. Patterns, it's haunting, but it's not haunted because of doing some minor shifts. It's just quiet and just has that feel and the vibe about it that just makes me interested in keeping on listening to it again and again. Cloudy is just a beautiful guitar picking song. Homeward Bound, I could listen to this all day long. The drums, the shifts, everything about it are just great for me. The big bright green pleasure machine. God damn, I want to go out and buy this thing. But again, it's such a lively song. Just, again, everything I want and more. 59th Street Bridge song. Are you feeling groovy? Well, I definitely am. The only, somewhat negative thing to say about it for me is I wish it went on a little bit longer. I wanted more of that song. The Dangling Conversation. The violin just helps the already great vocals and the lyrics that go along with it. Flowers Never Bend with the Rainfall. It's great intro. It's a solid song that doesn't let up after it. The simple, desultory Philippic, or How I Was Robert McNamara into Submission. It's different from the rest of the album, but it sounds great. And I love the organ as well as the vocal deliveries. For Emily, Whenever I May Find Her. It's a sad song. It's a love song. It's great, but it's minimalistic, like a lot of those other Art Garfunkel songs. Again, not a skipper anywhere near my book. Love hearing it start to finish. Poem on the Underground Wall. The rhythm and beat just reinforce the lyrics on this one. Then we get the 7 o'clock news and Silent Night. If that's not how you close an album and epitomize the mid-60s, I don't know what does.
Stick around, we'll get to the Beatles.
But no, that's, for me, it's a news broadcast over Silent Night, but just how they delivered it and everything else, I'll take that any day of the week. Twice on Sundays.
All right, Tim, what you got?
I mean, okay. So Patterns had some cool percussion going on. The 59th Street Bridge song I don't know, kind of like the last album had the groovy thing, getting groovy on that. This one feels a little pandering to me as well. Um, and then the simple, desultory Philippic, like had a really cool fuzz about it. I really enjoyed that. Um, the name dropping both worked and didn't work for me. It's like you could almost see it as kind of like, it's very reminiscent of the beat poetry that they're coming out of with the folk scene and all that. But you can hear
It's
the
very
Bob
Dylan.
Dylan
Yeah, it's
influence. You can
very
also
Dylan.
hear, yeah, yeah, top song contender. That was a really good one. And then the 7 o'clock news, Silent Night is. I kind of want to say it's the worst closer in this discography, but it's also a really interesting track because it almost predates like industrial music in a way and sampling in a way,
Oh
where
yeah.
the how they put the two things together, it was really interesting how they do that, especially for the 60s. So I'm like torn on whether I actually like it or not, but I respect it. Um,
That makes
yeah.
sense.
All right. I'll read through my notes now. Scarborough. It's a classic, very Renaissance vibe. The dual vocals between Art and Simon work really well here. Best opening track so far. Patterns has this Indian feel to it that a lot of bands are doing in the 60s, but it's like Indian light. It's decent. Cloudy had a really pretty vocal melody. Homeward Bound, it was a classic. I wish I was home, but I'm on tour. Every band seems to write by their third album. I dug it. A lot of emotion. The vocal delivery on the chorus. I love the line, but all my words come back to me in shades of mediocrity, like emptiness and harmony. That was pretty good. The Big Bright Green Pleasure Machine. The Who took this same ideal and made a fucking masterpiece with Sell Out. This was a good song. It was bouncy, had energy, the satire. One might say a top song contender. The 59th Street Bridge. Tim, my notes say, were you feeling groovy? It doesn't sound like you were feeling very groovy. How about you,
I
Bill?
I felt like this was going
I was
up
groovy.
again for 69. You got on in this corner, you've got, Pink Floyd, and the Beatles are getting pretty groovy at this point, and Sabbath's right around the corner, and Zeppelin's coming out. Like things are getting pretty groovy, and you got Pink Floyd out there, and then in this corner, you got shit like the Archies, and you got like Paul Anka and
My
Sonny
God.
Come
Bono
on,
and
man. You
John
was feeling
Denver.
groovy for Pink Floyd. You should be groovy for 59th Street Bridge.
Well, and so okay, so if you take that landscape and put it in any other decade, what would that be like? Would that be like going to 1992 and being like, yeah, I really like Nirvana and Ministry, and I also really like Milli Vanilli and Vanilla Ice.
Yeah, man. You can like shit. Because, like, I love Britney Spears. Ironically. This would be like my ironic, yeah, man, you feeling groovy? If I was a Pink Floyd Sabbath
Okay,
fan.
well, again, it feels pandering. So,
But you gotta lean into it
not being around at
sometimes.
the time, I'm not sure who they'd be pandering to.
Our parents.
Well, yeah, I know that.
My aunt and uncle.
Um, yeah, the parents, the aunt, uncles. I mean, for viewers, maybe your grandparents. Um,
Or
it's
maybe
boomer
you.
music. It's boomer music. Um,
It's the 60s.
All
yeah,
right, well.
exactly. Again, you've got the Doors going on right now. Like, are you breaking on through, or are you going to the Scarborough Fair?
It's a fun song. It's just a fun song. The dangling conversation.
That's just something I wonder about. Is all.
Sometimes you gotta have fun. Sometimes you just gotta get groovy. The dangling convention
Well, we'll get to the
conversation.
artwork.
Oh yeah, we'll be feeling real groovy then. I love a good book reference, but Emily Dickinson and Robert Frost are some pretty low hanging fruit here. It's still okay. I like the meaning of the song, or at least how I took it. It's the same as a couple sitting in the same room playing on their phones. You're together, but you're not really.
And
Flowers.
literally, that'd be like today writing a song about, you know, he likes Jay-Z and she likes Beyonce.
Yeah, I mean it's an age old thing that'll never go out of style. That problem will persist forever. Uh,
Well, I mean, we have it within our power to change that
we do.
if we all just get on the same page.
We all
But,
just gotta feel
that's a
groovy, man.
whole nother episode.
We
So,
we all just gotta get groovy. I liked Flowers Never Been. Kind of had this western feel to it. The way he was strumming it, it was good. A simple distillatory, blah blah blah. I loved all the references. Musically, it was very Dylan, even if he was referenced in the song. And I love how he throws in Art Garfunkel top song.
well, and we talked about it in the last album where you can really hear the British invasion. Is this where you start to really hear the effects of Dylan going electric as well? And changing the folk music and the jazz and blues scenes at the time too. That now the Stones are showing up and playing, and then like there is a radical transformation going on within music, and traveling from really the old days before recording, and to at best these are still 8-track recordings. Probably.
Oh yeah,
Some of them are probably 4 tracks still. Yeah.
We'll get to that because they were the first too.
Yeah, right. So, sorry, I keep cutting.
All right. For Emily, man, this is one of the songs that douche with a guitar would always write and play at parties to impress girls.
Wait a minute.
And it doesn't go anywhere like Wednesday.
Art Garfunkel song again.
Dude, it's douchey, man.
I just had some deja vu, my friend. Go back and check out the last album we talked about.
Yeah, man, I didn't know it was an art song, but I guess that
That's an art song.
He's 0-2 now.
Yeah, that checks. That checks.
A poem on the underground wall, and then you got fucking Paul Simon. The word "fuck" written on the subway, like the first album cover during that video shoot. We'll get to Is It Art, but that's what that song's about. He just kept he was noticing all the fucks on the wall, and he wrote a song about it. It's so goofy and abstract. Top song contender. 7 o'clock news. I'm more kind of with Bill. It's super powerful to like Silent Night, whether you like it or not, is a powerful song like that.
Well, and it fits because we're still very much dealing in a lot of religious themes, so I certainly understand why it was chosen.
But the clips they used and Nixon and the war and all that, it was. I mean, you could hear our news today sound the same.
That's what I said. That's what I like about it so much. It's as much as we think shit's fucked today, here it is 60 years ago. Shit was fucked back then.
Well, that's because people are always finally figuring out that shit's fucked, and then
I think you're too old to do anything about it.
Yeah, so everybody just needs to figure it out. You got to do something right away, and we all got to just be on the same page. Again, we just all got to be on the same page.
I'll say this: the song "Silent Night" that song holds up. I mean, it's gonna hold up forever. And then the news, it holds up. I think 7 o'clock news / Silent Night holds up to this day.
Yeah.
It's not my favorite closer. I'm with Tim on that. They have better closers. They've already had better closers. But it's a good fucking song.
I don't know. It's weird for me on this one because none of these were songs that necessarily introduced me to. This was the second album I listened to. Again, growing up, discovering Simon and Garfunkel when I found them, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's here's all these other different songs and stuff going on with it. It's not all just quiet strumming a sound of silence or fun, upbeat religious songs or all the other stuff that they had that got mainstreamed.
Yeah, there's some good deep cuts on all these records we've talked about. Good deep cuts.
So who's got that diggity dot?
I've got
So
that.
Jason's got the dot.
Okay.
Bill is going to be pretty easy. He's number one.
Don't say I don't do anything for you.
You just gave me a bone. I gave you a bone last week with Sonic Youth. All right, Tim. Well, it had drums. It didn't have. I don't know. You number one.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna go number 2 with this one.
Damn. All right.
You needed more drums.
And this one had some cooler moments, but felt less cohesive as an album to me.
Oh.
I'm kind of with Bill. I hate to say that. Those words didn't feel right coming out of my mouth.
It's all right, Tiny Bill. I believe in you.
Yep, I'm Tiny Bill tonight. This to me, you could. I see both though. Like you could swap either. Both of these albums had one song that I didn't care for. The rest of it,
yeah.
But I think the rest of Kumak and whatever this album's called, Parsley, I think it was stronger. So
Salt and Pepper.
It's going to first.
So just start naming Spice Girls and get there eventually.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah.
Sugar and cinnamon.
Posh
Cinnamon.
and sporty.
Chemical
and,
X. Powerpuff Girls.
Baby.
Yeah, stick around. We're going to talk bookends next. I'm going to rank that one. It'll be Tim has the dot.
Yay.
You don't want to miss it. There's some good things on there. Some interesting things. Give us a like, give us a subscribe, help us out. Leave us a comment down below. Tell us we're right, we're wrong. Tell us
we're too old. Tell us we're too young.
Yeah. Tell us we got dumb haircuts. Whatever. You just tell us whatever you want down there.
Tell us to get haircuts.
Yeah.
Call us
shave
hippies.
the beards.
Call us, yeah, right. Right. And here's to you.
Be safe and stay groovy.
Feeling groovy.
And then you go a little woo, and then a little whoop, 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 and then it's all, and then you're ready to go again. Yo, come back now, you hear?